Hey, I'm Eric. Today we're going to dive into something that I think affects all of us. Setting big goals and then watching them fizzle out. We'll be looking at some really powerful ideas from author Jon Acuff that might just change how you think about your ambitions forever.
So let me just start with a quick question for you. If you look around your room or your house right now, is there what you might call a dream graveyard?
You know what I'm talking about, right? Maybe it's that guitar you were so excited about, now it's just collecting dust. Or those brand new running shoes you swore you'd use every morning. Or that really thick, impressive-looking book that's, well, it's still on page 1. We've all been there. You start with so much passion, and then, quietly, you just stop. Now, author Jon Acuff argues something really interesting here. He says the reason we quit isn't because we're lazy. Not at all. It's because we're choosing the wrong goals from the very beginning. It's like those healthy cookies that are supposed to be good for you. They sound like a great idea, but they taste like cardboard, so you never actually want to eat them. So how do we find a goal that actually tastes good? Okay, so first things first, we need to figure out why some of our goals fail before we even start. And more importantly, learn how to find one that actually gets us excited. This is all about finding what Acuff calls a full score goal.
Acuff makes this brilliant distinction between two types of goals. On one side, you've got your empty calorie goals. These are the things you feel you should do. They're like an obligation, and honestly, they just drain your energy. But on the other side, you have full score goals. These are based on what you truly, genuinely want to do. Just thinking about them gets you fired up. They feel exciting.
So, you might be asking, how in the world do I find these full score goals? Well, this is where Acuff gives us a really fantastic, super practical tool. It's called the Best Moments List. And it's basically a simple way to look into your own past to find clues about what you're really passionate about.
Here's how it works, and it's pretty straightforward. First, just jot down 10 peak moments from your life. Times when you felt really proud or happy or just totally in your element. They don't have to be huge life-changing events. Maybe it was just solving a tough problem at work. Then, for each of those moments, you ask yourself 3 questions. What skills was I using? Who was I with? And what part of it really brought me joy? And finally, you just look for the patterns. What keywords and themes keep popping up again and again? That's where your true talents and passions are hiding.
And this is how powerful it can be. Acuff tells a story about someone who did this exercise and realized their recurring theme was teaching and sharing. So their goal changed from this vague, kind of boring thing like read 50 books into something totally different. Create 12 book reports that I can share with others. See the difference? That simple shift turns a chore into a passion project that actually fuels your energy. It's a total game changer.
All right, so let's say you've done it. You've found the perfect goal. But we all know that's just the start of the journey, right? It's never a straight line. Acuff points out 2 huge roadblocks that trip almost everyone up, what he calls the vision wall and the classic comfort zone. Let's break those down.
So what is the vision wall? Okay, imagine you decide you're going to get a six-pack. Day 1, you're pumped. You do a killer workout. Day 3, everything hurts. You look in the mirror and you see absolutely no change. That moment, right there, when your brain says, this is way too hard. Maybe I should just quit. That's you slamming right into the vision wall. It's when the initial buzz wears off and the reality of the hard work sinks in.
So what's the secret to getting past it? Well, here's the cool part. It's totally counterintuitive. You don't try to smash through the wall. You just have to find the smallest, tiniest, easiest first step. You forget the huge vision for just a minute and focus only on the one little thing you can do right now. For example, let's say your goal is to write a book. The thought of writing 200,000 words is terrifying, right? It's completely overwhelming. So instead, your goal becomes open my laptop and write just 100 words. That's it. That action is so small, it's almost impossible to fail. And it gets you moving. And once you're in motion, you start to build the momentum you need to get over that wall. Okay, obstacle number 2 is the comfort zone. And we've all heard the advice, right? Jump out of your comfort zone. Acuff says, nope, that's actually terrible advice. Taking a huge leap, like signing up for a massive public speaking event when you're terrified of it, just sets you up for failure and makes you even more scared. He says the right way is to stretch it, gently. Take small, manageable steps that push your boundaries just a little bit at a time. It's about gradual, sustainable growth.
So you found your goal and you have a plan for the obstacles. The final, crucial piece of this puzzle is making the journey itself sustainable. Because if it's not, you'll burn out. This comes down to 2 things, making it fun and finding some friends. First up, you have to celebrate your micro wins.
Seriously, don't wait until you've hit the final finish line to feel good about what you're doing. This journey is long, and you need fuel. Did you stick to your gym plan for a week? Great. Reward yourself with a movie. Did you finally write that one chapter? Go get your favorite drink. These little, timely celebrations create this amazing positive feedback loop. And remember this, fun is not a distraction from success. It's a powerful fuel for it.
Second, and this is absolutely critical in my opinion, you cannot do it alone. You need allies. Acuff says there are two types. First, you need an encourager. This is your cheerleader. This is the person who lifts you up when you're feeling down. They don't even need to understand your goal, they just have to believe in you. And second, you need a partner. This is your teammate, someone who's on a similar path. You can swap stories, share tips, and hold each other accountable. It just makes you feel like you're not the only one out there struggling.
All right, that was a lot, I know. So let's pull all of these pieces together and just do a quick recap of this whole starting point thinking framework. It really just comes down to 3 big steps. 1, find your real goal. Use that best moments list to figure out what truly excites you. 2, know how to handle the roadblocks. Focus on tiny little steps to get past that vision wall and gently stretch your comfort zone. Don't jump out of it. And 3, make the journey enjoyable. Celebrate the small wins along the way and build a team of allies so you're not doing it all by yourself. So the big idea here is that you don't need superhuman willpower to achieve your dreams. You just need to understand yourself a little better, be a bit kinder to yourself during the process, and connect with other people. So I'll leave you with one final question to think about. What is the goal that would truly, genuinely energize you? What is your full score goal?
I really hope this framework gives you some new tools to tackle your next big project. If you found this valuable, it would be great if you could like and subscribe. And hey, if you know someone else with a dream graveyard of their own, maybe share this with them.
And we always love hearing from you. If there's a book or a big idea that you'd like us to break down in a future explainer, please let us know in the comments below. Thanks for hanging out with me. I'm Eric, and I'll see you next time.